Hello, hello. Oh, good morning, everybody. It's Demi Kids as always. I'm sorry I've lost a totally loaded and I've lost so many other destinations, but that is how we are going to go. It's Demi Kids as always. I'm going to speak a little bit. My topic today is NUP. NUP is putting Uganda first, and we have evidence and how NUP is transforming, ready to transform the country. So we should be looking into that. So before I bring you the news, in Uganda they don't change. We have got now 153 people being brought back from Dubai. Thank you, everybody who has contributed and continue doing so. And we have got 34 people in Chitalia prison for nothing. They've been in court 16 times. They have never been given bail or condemned or bring charges against them. We have got 7 in Ruzira prison. And then we have 2 in Chico prison. So the news goes on and on. But my topic today, I want to emphasize NUP is about Uganda. NUP National Unity Platform. And we come really to prove to the whole world that we are about national unity platform. We are not about individuals. We are not about party interest. Our interest is for Uganda, as I'm going to show you. So I want to bring you these people. Yesterday, I'm sure everybody heard, but it's no longer, it's not outdated to repeat their words, what they said yesterday. Let's have a look.
Okuva twatandika kaweefube ono ne bannayuganda abalala bali staaka mu mawanga amalala baavaayo. Mwattu tulina abantu abali staaka South Africa, abali staaka mu mawanga gonna. Era juzi nali awo nefuna nowa NRM nampandikira ka message nagamba bannange muyamba ba NUP bokka. Nze bano abasajja ba NRM ngezaako okubanoonya sibafuna, nange musobola okunyambako. Tumugamba this is not politics, kino kya humanitarian cause. Era gwe bwoba osazeewo okuwagira abantu abacunya abantu baffe tetukufaako, era katukuyamba osooka okomewo waka olyoke otegeere kyekitegeeza okubeera mu ggwanga bwe riti. So njagala kwebaza nnyo banange mwena aba contributors, ba members of parliament, local government leaders abamu.
Yes. Okay, the other clip for Babi when she said this is not about politics, also it's about Uganda. I'm sorry it didn't come through. So sorry. So we are putting Uganda first. So many people, when NUP came, they thought it was Robert Kyagulanyi has got his own personal ambition or vendetta or any challenge between him and other politicians. But NUP is proving to Uganda that NUP is not about NUP only. We are about national unity platform. And our intentions, they are for Uganda and its people. We are not looking for somewhere else. And also our capacity, NUP has shown it has got capacity to deal with the problems of Uganda, that we can mobilize, contribute money, we can mobilize and get money. But guess what? Even to be a Uganda, let us use this catch-up phrase from our First Lady. It's 10 seconds.
Yaffe eswaza nnyo. Kale eswaza nnyo.
Government ye Uganda eswaza nnyo era buli muntu njagala abeere ng'akyogera. Tulina bajja kiwulira, tulina deputy spokesman ke yatuwa oba tubaatulire naye ne kano nako tukakozese nnyo.
Yaffe eswaza nnyo. Kale eswaza nnyo.
That was Bobby. She gave vibrant speech yesterday. Who missed it, please go on Rujuliro, go on everywhere and listen. Why she's saying that? How can Uganda, the government of Uganda, fail to look after the young people? It's very simple as that to understand. And her argument was like, if the government was able to do what is meant to be, we shall praise them and clap for them. But until they do so, if they are not doing so, we will raise up and speak. Our duty is to speak and speak. As we speak for now, Ugandan government, they are being caught up in Ebola. We are being caught up in a pandemic, COVID, like everywhere else. But it looks as if Uganda is so special. Ebola has been there in Uganda. I'm encouraging everybody, go and listen to this song by Sparks Sebabi, In My Life. That boy has sung about Ebola prevalence existing in Uganda. So Ebola is not a new thing. Ebola, the way it contracts or catches people is through poor hygiene. So you must have clean water, you must have clean sanitation, and then you have to isolate all the patients from other people. That is what it is. We don't need donation. But what we are looking at NRM is looking the other way around. 1 minute they are telling us NUP that we are about international community. We are about Bazungu project. But they go there. They do something. They cook up something. The case in Ebola, can you tell me how can it spread in Kampala? That is our capital city. On statistics, Uganda has got 10% of its Ugandans still going to the bush. They don't have toilet. So if Ebola is spreading in Kampala, what about if it comes in Lusakara Mese? Why am I arguing this? Because Kampala people, they are rich, urban area, they build nice houses, the government looks after Kampala city and its neighbors. So how did Ebola travel from Mubende, from Kasanda to Kampala? How many districts is it between Mubende and the Kampala? So what is happening to so what is the carrier? How is it? Did it come by air, by airplane? Because Ebola is about touch. You touch somebody, you live with somebody, you're gonna catch. When somebody is dead, you are not meant to catch that people. But what we are seeing, we are looking at all these boats, which were bought. They are in Kalangala without fuel. So Uganda is unfinished business. But one thing that I would like to thank NUP, I don't want to mention it to single out people. We have done very well because we are shown Uganda. We are showing the whole world how we are going to transform Uganda. We are showing the whole world how NUP is shaping the politics of Uganda. The politics we knew Museveni Agambye. The politics we knew Museveni Ayogede. The politics we knew Katulinde Museveni. The politics we knew everything was about Museveni. The politics we knew Museveni is from A to Z, Alpha and Omega. All we know, Museveni was loaded of awards, freedom, fountain owner, first president, first one. That is what we knew. But since NUP came on the stage, there has been a paradigm shift in politics in Uganda. And it will never go back, and it will never be where our president said he's going to expose them. And that has happened. And our president is calling us, expose them again and again. We must expose them again and again. That is what our president is doing. So since they have been exposed, they have been embarrassed. That is what Bobby is saying. They have been embarrassed.
Eswaza nnyo. Kale eswaza nnyo.
Embarrassment baswaza nnyo. Balina ssente zaffe ez'omusolo, balina ssente zaffe ze beewola, balina ssente zaffe ze batuwa, balina ssente zaffe eziva mu birime, balina ssente zaffe okuva wano naye tebasobola zikozesa. Ssente ze bakozesa kati tulaba bagaba abantu mbu bawagire MK bakole ki bakole kino bawagire bakuba abantu bagule ono noono bawa ab'omu TV mwogere kino. Our money, they have it. They have become a national embarrassment. And that embarrassment has taken them to feel guilty. And that embarrassment is pushing them to punish, to be punitive towards Ugandans who speak out. But as Bobby said yesterday, do this, then we shall clap for you. We shall never say anything. But still, now they attack people. Now I've seen people, they feel embarrassed when Ugandans, they say things which are bad in Uganda, that they are exposing them to international community. This is why I wanted to take you back. Our manifesto for people power, our objective, we have got 5, they have never changed. But when you look at them, they tell you exactly that is the Panadol for Uganda that Uganda needs. That is the chloroquine. Uganda does not need injections. Uganda does not need antibiotics. For a start, we need massage. We need conservative treatment. For second, we need painkillers. The painkillers is to create jobs so that our girls, they don't go back to Arab Emirates to be tortured and their organs to be taken away. The painkillers we must have, that we lay education for every child in Uganda to have access, affordable, universal, and quality education. The Panadol we want, that when you go to hospital, you can see a doctor, you can see health workers without paying them money, that they take you, they value your life. They'll give you at least the aspirin. They'll give you at least the Panadol. The Panadol, the painkiller we want, that people, they have got affordable housing. They sleep in decent houses. The Panadol that we want is good transportation, that you can come to Rusakara Mesa without any problem, that I can go to Gulu, that I can traverse the country within 4 days. But as it stands for now, we were promised the train is not there. Kenya is talking about SCG. So for them, standard gauge railway, that is what they are talking about. But we are talking about border. So when we see NRM, NUP is standing for Uganda. NRM, they are National Robbers Movement. NRM for them, this is why you see, even in Muhoozi, he says if he was to become a president, he's going to change the title of NRM political party to NRM Progressive. So why would he do it? Because he's going to be accountable for what NRM has done. So NRM Secure Future, it has not worked. But NUP is showing Uganda first. That is what we have to know. And NUP has shown how it is going to transform our country. And NUP has got capability. When you say capability, I'm talking about simple things that you don't recognize. Capability, we have like personnel. We have people like a deputy spokesman, Aiswa Waswam Fumbira. He's a lawyer by qualification. He's a deputy, he's doing volunteer work, and he can go and speak and debate. He can come with the ideas. We have got our spokesman, Joel Senyoni. He's a member of parliament, and he's sitting on what? On Consase as a chairman. So we have got volunteers. As I stand here, I'm an activist, but most of the things I do them as volunteer because I'm not being paid. These are the capability of NUP that he is having, is putting on the deck for NRM that they cannot counter. So when you see NUP, we are not using money. The way we do things, this is how we are going to transform Uganda. We don't put money as a problem. We put money as a third or second stage, but we must come up with the ideas. Example I give you, like our children, they are stuck in Dubai. We knew they needed the money. It wasn't the money first. It needed somebody like our president, Robert Kyagulanyi, to highlight the problem. This is why he was detained at Dubai International Airport for 13 hours, because what he was going to do was to expose Dubai buying Ugandans for slavery. It was going to expose Ugandan government for sending our Ugandans to Dubai. And the whole world would say, why would they contribute money for Ugandans? So it was exposure, exposed, as our president is saying. So he was exposing them. They are not, we have Uganda Airlines. It doesn't bring Ugandans home. So this is how our capability, as you can see, we don't look for money first. We look for ideas. We look for ways to do things. And we have got personnel there. We have got this think tank, people who think. And then I've talked about volunteers. So for us, it's not about money. They are buying people. They are spending money. We are not spending. We spend energy. We spend our energy into ideas. We spend our time into discussing how we are going to bring Ugandans, but we don't think about money first. This is the problem NRM has got. Ebola has come, they are looking for money first. COVID has come, they are borrowed 5 trillion. Everything for them is money, money, but they don't have ideas. We don't have street lights in Kampala, but does that need money for a start? So NUP is transforming, has changed the politics, the political image in Uganda, where people, they used to think about election 5 years, where they used to say that, hey, because of big numbers, you cannot challenge anything, where they were used to do whatever they used to do, and nobody would speak out. Now they are faced with opposition speaking out, with the Ugandans speaking out. This is the challenge in front of NRM. And in that matter, NUP is winning. And the Ugandan audience, I'm calling all Ugandans to see what NUP is doing, to see what NUP is showing you, what they can do, because we are saying people-centered government. Any problem, we are going to concentrate on Ugandans. Any problem, we are going to concentrate on the word Uganda and its people first. And we are going to do whatever we do. Think about those people who are stuck in Dubai, who are still stuck. Think about those people who are stuck in China, who are stuck in South Africa, who are stuck everywhere. But the government is not bothered. The government doesn't take it as its own responsibility. It's a burden. Government is hiding. But this is the way they've been doing. Ugandans, they were put on death penalty on China. Their dead body has never been repatriated. You can see Ugandans are missing. You don't see Ugandans, they are missing, and then human rights, they don't care. But one of the duties for human rights is to go in a prison and look on those people. There are 4 duties for human rights. They don't do it. They are meant to go and see these prisoners. Prisoners, they don't have medical facility. They are not given their rights. Their sleeping conditions is bad. And human rights of all institutions, they just come and condemn. Well, we shall not go there. What happened to Jakana? God knows. He was a person speaking volume. Now he's dead, he's dead. For me, I don't think that. We shall go back to his videos. We shall play his videos. We shall think about his words. But however, that is how NRM pays its people. For me, until Naduri distance himself from that brutal government, until Naduri condemns that government, until Naduri starts something like a charitable, to start like a charitable for victims of brutality in Uganda, then I'll listen to him. Then that photo, the people they show, it's emotion. For me, it's no emotion until those 3, because we have to start somewhere to condemn the government. So the way we are with our capability, we have got international relationship. NUP has got international relationship. We have got international friends that we can do some of the things. Demonstration are not allowed in Uganda, but international, they are allowed. And the international, they are listening. I'm calling everybody, get on your social media platform any and post it to UN. They are sitting in Geneva on 9th of November. They are going to decide something to do with the violation of human rights regarding Uganda. I'm begging everybody, please get on that. Send them Twitter, send them the message. Don't send them on 9th. The cutoff should be this Friday. We should send so many things by Thursday, and then they know, because these people, they are helping us, things that which other people they don't do. So we go back. NUP stands for Uganda and its people, and we are showing that we have demonstrated. We are not about NUP members only, but we are about anybody. As long as you were Ugandan, we are going to come and help. Ebigambo tubiri kubyalaali tewali byakusaaga. Tewali byakusaaga. We are putting things into actions. And also, NUP is going to shape the politics in Uganda, because before it was different. But NUP, we are on the floor, we are working, we are doing this, and we are allowing people to speak. Whereas NUP, NRM has first the FDC. Once election is rigged, they shut up until 5 years. But NUP is taking Uganda by storm. On digital, on international, we are coming with good ideas. You remember the campaign? We come to stand on top of the vehicle, and the other parties, they started as well. So that is how we are going to transform our country. So our manifesto is always the best. I've always said that. People, they must say I'm biased. I'm not biased, because I've read so many manifestos. If you want to be judged by the manifesto. So our manifesto, it tells you the first 5 objectives. You tell me if it's not there. When you talk about oil pipeline, environment is there. Our resources is there. When you talk about UN slamping a word, international relationship is there. When you talk about collect our girls from Dubai, domestic issues, they are there. When you talk about issues affecting people, it's people-centered government. When you talk about that Ebola is in Uganda, NRM is seeking for donation. For us, we say we shall have universal health, education, social services, which are going to be diverted to the people. But NRM, they are driving vehicles, convoy after convoy, but they are not putting Uganda first. So when we see there is a political paradigm shift in Uganda, and we shall never go back. NUP is shaping the politics in Uganda. The politics, these people, Omushana knew. Museveni is powerful. No, that is dying down. The politics, the media will always say good things about government. They will always lie. That is dead. It's going to change. Now they are being forced into to bring all this computer misuse. Anita Monge is sending somebody in prison. Now Segri Nyasewanyana, they are in prison. But people, when we are in a revolution, the change and desire doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. That is what NRM, they have to know. They have tried, they have made Bobby Wine poor. They have said that they are going to stay in power by keeping inflation, impoverishing people. They are abducting people, they are kidnapping, they are what? But people, because of a revolution, it goes round and round. People, they don't give up, and they are not going to give up. So fellow Ugandans, we tuli na ye bintu bye Uganda bikoya nnyo, biswaza. Ne NUP, as I wind up, katuulize Secretary General era ekintu kino tukikwate. Naye ndabye nnyo kababi yakagize oba kano kabadde oba kano ke kano.
Poor by the NRM regime. I am representing the great people of Acholi whose life.
Yeah, that is what we represent. Era abantu
okuva twatandika kaweefube ono ne bannayuganda abalala bali sitaaka mu mawanga amalala baavaayo. Mwattu tulina abantu abali sitaaka South Africa, abali sitaaka mu mawanga gonna. Era juzi nali awo nefuna nowa NRM nampandikira ka message nagamba banaye muyamba wa NUP bokka nze bano abasajja balina ali mungezaako okubanoonya sibafuna nange musobola okunyambako etumugamba this is not politics kino kya humanitarian cause era gwe bwoba osazeewo okuwagira abantu abacunya abantu baffe tetukufaako era katukuyamba osooka okomewo waka olyoka otegeere kyekitegeeza okubeera mu ggwanga bwe riti. So njagala kwebaza nnyo banange mwena aba contributors ba members of parliament, local government leaders abamu.
Thank you, David. NUP is putting Uganda first. NUP is shaping the course of politics in Uganda, and NUP has got capacity to transform our country. So we are deal. We are the deal. We are the best. Bova ku NUP ova wano n'ogenda ku mulalu. We shall get there at one time. When people, they see us, they say we are wasting time. People, they feel sorry. We are going to be killed. We are going to be kidnapped. Naye, you cannot sit and leave things the way they are going in Uganda without saying something. Those who go to bed and say they are not going to say something, they are scared of death, it's up to you. But Malcolm X says, if you fear death, don't talk about freedom. So people like us, we are going to talk. We find ourselves that we talk and talk because we cannot stand what is happening in Uganda. We cannot stand how our Uganda is being governed. But we wait that one day NUP very soon will get into power. So for that, I love you so much. Mwebala okuleeta abaana, mwebala okusonda, mweyongere okusonda n'ebintu ebirala nga bwe tukubakuba. Mujjukire Geneva, tuweereze posti, ebifaananyi, videos, use moderate language, use English to UN. Tuteekeko hashtag Geneva. Bagenda kusalawo abantu 10 bali independent. Bagenda kusalawo about gross human rights. Mujjukire nti tulina report ya human rights into our favor. Say Uganda, tulina research by the Democracy Day by Sweden in our favor. Then tulina Geneva Summit in our favor. Tulina EU letter in our own favor. Mpola tujja genda tubakwata. Mugenda kukyanga nga babasiba ki jeke gati wali gye bagenda. People power. Bobby Gonzales agobyogera. People power, our power. NUP everywhere NUP. Thank you everybody. Your comments. Thank you for sharing. Share, make any comment. You are all welcome. Have a lovely day. Thanks.